Hey everybody, I wanted to record a little session for you on how to access the library's databases and how to find a really good peer-reviewed journal article for use in your research paper. So I'm going to be going to the library's website and showing you how to move around that a little bit. If you can just kind of follow along, because sometimes it can get confusing using the website. I'll have to change the screen share a couple times, so just bear with me. Anyway, what are we using these peer-reviewed journal articles for? Well, wherever you needed more support in your paper, then the most important piece is the search terms. When you're putting in your search terms in the databases, it can be a little tricky. You have to kind of not put too much information, that you limit your search terms. So we'll play with that a little bit in this session. Just remember that the library is here to help you. So the library's email address is library@atlantic.edu. You can email them anytime and let them know what you're writing a research paper on and what you need help with, right? So if you're looking for a peer-reviewed journal article, you can go ahead and tell them that, and they will help you find one or help you with your search terms. All right, so I just went to the hamburger lines, and I'm going down to whatever they're called, to the library. There's a couple different ways to get to the library. That's just one quick way. Once you're here, you're going to scroll down to go to library resources. And then we're going to click on find articles. You can kind of get to the databases from all of these areas, or at least from reference sources, and then the bottom one, I'm going to go this route. From here, I click on, and now I need to share a new screen with you because it changed up. All right, here we go. So from here, I click on multidisciplinary most of the time. You can go to news and current affairs if you'd like to, or controversial issues. That really, any of those top three will work for most of your topics. And so from here, then I clicked on multidisciplinary, and I'm going to click that again. You can also go to controversial issues if you'd like. Get rid of this super pop-up. I'm going to work with Academic Search Premier, which is going to take us to EBSCO host, which some of you have used before. So from here, we're clicking on off-campus login. I already have mine popped in. So in case you don't have them saved, the off-campus username is the word study, and the password is S1112Y. And I know I've got that in a couple places in our course, but in case you forget, it's it's not showing you. It's S1112Y as the password, and the username is the word study. And those are located kind of all over the library's website. They tell you the username and password in multiple places. This is the page we want to get to, and once we're here, please stay with me here, because there's a couple things you need to do. A couple things you need to do are, before you even put in a search term, right, go down just a smidge and click on this full text and this scholarly peer-reviewed journals. So click on those two buttons. All right, so make sure you do that. If you forget the full text, all you're going to get is the abstract. All you're going to get is a little summary. And if you forget the peer-reviewed journal article, then you're going to get a whole bunch of like newspaper articles, Time magazine articles, rando things, right? So specifically, we're looking to add at least one peer-reviewed journal article to a research paper to really elevate the quality of our research. So that this is what we need to check off on here. And then another something I like to do is the published date. So let's make it, let's do 2015 to 2021. Probably nothing has been in this, published in the past couple of months, but we'll see. So we're going to just click on those years, 2015, 2021. And if you find you're not finding much, you can take those years out and see what you find. I'm going to use as my sample search terms, gender stereotypes, because I know some of you are interested in that and are doing your papers on something having to do with gender, right? Here, be sure that you're not adding too much wording, right? Too much wording. Maybe I specifically want to look for how it impacts their mental health, right? I can add that wording too, but let's just try and go general to start and see what we come up with. I'm not selecting a field. I'm just going for a basic search here. All right, I have 427 that popped up. So that's a good number. We want it like, you know, we want it in the hundreds, not in the thousands. Sometimes you're only going to get, 13 articles pop up. But from here, what I like to do is to go through and look at the titles, just preview the titles and see, are these articles in the correct realm, or do I need to refine my search terms a bit? So let's just preview some of these titles. I see a couple in particular that sparked my interest just by reading the titles, right? So this is one of them, Stereotyping in the Digital Age. And just by looking at this, I see that it says it's 29 pages. So that 29p means 29 pages. There are a bunch of authors, so I'm going to need to use my et al. Here, my Latin et al. Here. And it was published in December of 2020 in a journal called, where's the journal's name? Plus One. Let's click on this. I'm going to click on the title here. I can also click on either one of these full texts. I'm going to click on the title. What pops up then is all the information about the authors, where it was found, where it was published, and an abstract. And you probably know abstracts from your psych and social classes, right? So, so the abstract is given to me there, right? And then I can read this abstract and see if it will really help out my paper or not, right? If I decide yes, you're going to maybe forget this, but try to remember this piece. It's important. If I decide yes, that this can help my paper, I then need to go over here to the left and click on one of these full texts, HTML or PDF, in order to actually read it, right? It's 29 pages to read it, right? That sounds like a lot of pages. I don't have time. I have, 15 minutes right now in my life. So here is what I like to tell you to do every single time you find a good source. And if you're not sure, you don't have time to read it, please do this. It's going to save a lot of time for you. Click on the email button, and what pops up is this. You can email this entire article to yourself, right? You're going to put your email address in there. I'm going to put my school one. Pretending I'm sending this to me, you would put in your own. I like to number them because eventually I know I'm going to be sending myself a few here. Look, and if I can write, you don't have to write comments. If you want to, you can. But very, very important is over here. Sorry, I wasn't showing you that full screen. Okay, very, very, very important is this citation area, right? Because when it gets emailed to me, it's going to send me either a brief citation abstract, detailed citation abstract. I want to tell them what citation format to give me, right? I'm doing this for my English class. I need MLA. If you're doing this for your Soc class, then you're going to click on APA, right? It's going to send me the citation. I didn't need to do that first one, sorry. It's going to send me the citation already done. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. You guys are going to love it. All right, the other thing is if you decide you've read it, you've found what you need from it here, and you don't need it emailed to you, you can click on the Cite button right here. When you click on the Cite button, let me see what it's showing you. Okay, when you click on the Cite button, the first, you can scroll through here, and again, it's a beautiful thing. I can scroll through here until I get down to MLA, and then I can copy and paste this into my paper. That goes on my works cited page. And whenever I reference this source in my in the body of my paper, if I'm using a parenthetical citation, right, I'm going to say Meyer et al., Meyer, comma, et al., period, which stands for Meyer and others, right? Meyer and others, which means that there's a lot of authors to this source. All right, so hopefully that was helpful in finding on, you know, the little tricks there. Now 400 is too many. I didn't even go past the top, you know, the first page. I didn't even read the titles past that first page. So I could really streamline my search terms here if I want to, but I want you to just try and start with, you know, a little bit of more general search terms, because sometimes these databases can be tricky. Pop by office hours or send me an email if you're running into issues. The experts here are really the librarians, so feel free to reach out to them also, library@atlantic.edu, and I hope this was helpful for you. Good luck.